Hell yeah. Oh, shit. This mic's not even on. My voice just about to sound mad soft. I need the bass from the microphone. Hell yeah. How y'all doing? I don't even know how much I'm getting paid and shit. I just came here off the strength of an Uber. Motherfucker was like, yo, I'm going to pay for an Uber. I was like, damn, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. I'm going to do some comedy for free. How y'all do? Y'all work here? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Y'all trying to just take this bitch over real quick? Yeah, that's what I do. I start a revolution, you know what I mean? I'm trying to start a union. I want a nice union job. Are y'all unionized? Okayplayer. This is what we doing right now. I want a nice union so I can steal and not get fired for a couple extra weeks. Right? Like, you get fired with a union, you're an asshole. That really means everybody at your job's like, we're not striking for you. You know what I'm saying? The niggas are just like, nah, sometimes the boss is right. Sometimes. This motherfucker makes good points sometimes. You know what I was thinking really needed a union? Ancient messengers. Think about it. Like, there's a saying, don't shoot the messenger. That means we used to just kill the messenger. Right? Like, I remember one time I got a text message that got me so mad I smashed my phone. It's like, yo, we used to do that to people. Right? You can imagine that shit. Somebody's on oh my God, England's invading. What are we going to do? Throw that nigga in a catapult. That will solve that problem. I'm not doing that bad, though. I'm not doing as bad as my friend. I asked my friend what he's doing for work. He told me he's a volunteer firefighter. Right? Isn't that some bullshit? I was like, yo, you know people get paid for that? He's like, yo, I'm going to do it for a couple of years, then I'm going to move to a town where we pay the firefighters. Like, yo, you're going to die for an internship? You just fucking running into buildings for the love of the game? That couldn't be me. I'm about my paper, man. As soon as I saw a fire big enough, like this tall, I'd be like, yo, I need to get paid for this shit. All right, give me $12 or this family burns. Imagine you're burning to death. The guy's outside negotiating for a livable wage. You're just like burning. You're like, yo, I got Venmo. I'm like, nigga, I only got Cash App. I got banned from Venmo. I was scamming. COVID was a different time. Well, you give a guy your fucking Venmo, and then, next thing you know, you don't got Venmo rights no more. That was a wild year. Oh, man. I don't know. My life's really, she's getting weird right now. Like, I'm messing with this new chick. She said she has a breeding kink. Any of y'all know what the breeding kink is? Yeah, you want to tell the class? She's like, no, I work here. I'll get fired. She's like, fuck, I can't give them my browsing history. I can't do that. You know what? This is how she describes. She's like, I like to get cummed in. Yeah. She's like, I like to get cummed in, like feel like I'm pregnant, like it's dangerous. Yeah. I told her, I was like, yo, that's not a kink. You just want to start a family. Like, really, that's the most normal fantasy you can have. It's like, what's next? Mustafe, I want you to wear a suit and confess your love in front of my friends and family. Like, well, I wear a white dress. Like, oh, this freaky bitch trying to get married. Y'all want to hear my kink? Y'all very begrudgingly are like, yeah, all right. But it's a woman riding on top, gun in my mouth, accidental discharge. I haven't come in 2 years. I think that'll do the trick. I'll be like, fuck it. I'm done. Yeah, that shit was depressing. That's how you know. I grew up around white people. Yeah, some of that shit rubs off sometimes. You're like, I have feelings too. Growing up around white people, there's all different types. My favorite genre was a divorced child white person. Y'all ever grew up with this type? They threw the best parties. Yeah, they knew about indica and sativa at the age of 12. The only thing you can't do, don't get them started talking about the divorce. That fucks up the vibe. Like, they really start talking about the divorce like they got back from Vietnam. It was a warm summer's day. Stacy's mom was on the radio. And my mom just left. It's like, why are you crying playing Super Smash Bros? Like, where'd you even get the cigarettes from? We're 12. Y'all ever met a kid and knew they were the reason for the divorce? Right? Like, that was a strong couple before he came around. Like, they had inside jokes. Like, I don't feel bad for anybody involved in a divorce. You know, I feel bad for stepmoms. That's a rough gig. Think about it. Like, growing up, my mom had cool sayings like, I brought you into this world, I could take you out. What the hell do you say for your stepmom? You're just breaking up the fight. You're like, hey, put down that toy or I'll stop fucking your dad. I've been making bad choices. I almost became a stepdad the other day. Yeah, anyone here ever been so horny? You're like, fuck it, I'll play catch. I'm just sitting there like, hey, what's your favorite snacks, Junior? It's crazy. I matched with this chick on and she had 5 kids. It's too many kids. Every time you swipe, it'd be a different kid. They're like different races too. One of them niggas was Nigerian, the next was Filipino. I was like, what the fuck? This is, she got the UN in her pussy. She could solve world peace right now. You know, she had the nerve to message me though. She goes, I'm just looking for something casual. I was like, hold up, you're way too fertile for casual sex. You already got casual kids. I'm not a fan of casual sex. I don't like one night stands. Because like the next morning, it feels like a weird game of cat and mouse. Where she tries to learn my last name. And I try to get her thoughts on abortion. You know what I mean? You gotta know how bad the mistake you made was. But the other day we were in brunch, she was like, I'm pro-choice. I was like, I'm Mustafe Mussa. Thank you. All right. It's kind of crazy, man. I got to fucking wipe my nose. This shit's starting to, I got a little cold. I'm going to get all y'all niggas sick. That's how you start bombing. Oh, I threw out all my napkins. All right. All right, I'm adjust. Oh, hell yeah. He's like, I'm grabbing a napkin. He's like, yo, this is one camera. There's going to be no cut. They just going to have to fast forward through a wipe down. All right, thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, that's some good shit. That's high quality. I'm just going to turn this into an ad for the paper towel. Nah, they ain't paying us for that shit. Oh, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know what I want to do with my life. Like, I don't know if I want to have kids. We got any parents in here? Yeah? Hell yeah, bro. Shout out to procreating. That's what we're... I don't know if I want to have kids. You know what I want to do? I want to get a clone. Right? I feel like we're so close to figuring out clone technology. I just want a second chance. You know? Like, I would just want to see if under ideal circumstance I could have played D1 basketball. I'm just balling my clone. He's like, oh, we like basketball. No, we love basketball. My clone just wants to dance. I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't pay $50,000 to grow you in a test tube so you could dance. Get out there and dribble, boy. You know what's going to happen, though? People think you get a clone, it's just going to be a duplicate of you. Like you right now, it's just the same exact guy just growing up today. That's not how it works. The clone's not going to be the exact same person. He's going to grow up today. The clone's going to have to grow up in these times. The clone's going to grow up with a whole different, childhood than you had. And I feel like there's definitely going to be a lot of guys that get real upset because their clones keep coming out gay. You know what I mean? Like, they try to return their clone at the clone store. They're like, yo, what the fuck? I'm not gay. This is a mutate. This is what? In reality, the clones are just growing up in a more progressive time. Like, the clones are the him he always wanted to be. If he wasn't worried about disappointing his father. I came out to my parents as gay recently. I'm not, but I had to test their love. I looked them dead in the eyes. I was like, hey, you don't get straight me if you wouldn't love gay me. I got kicked out. I was like, fuck it, I'm 30. I might as well get kicked out. I don't know. My life's really not going the way I thought. Like, I'm young, but I'm getting older because that's how age works. Old means I had to stop saying, I stopped saying what's the worst that's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I had to just give up. Like, shit, enough bad things happen that you're like, I can't say that anymore. I always get surprised. It's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. You're like, I know the twist is coming. You know, like, every time I say that shit goes south. Last time I said I was on Tinder. Fucked up right there. Like any good man, I was thinking, man, I was like, all right, either I have sex or I don't have sex. What's the worst that's going to happen? Yeah. Yo, I didn't get pussy and I got robbed. This shit gets in my car, grabs my weed, looks me dead in the eye. She's like, what you going to do about it? Hit a bitch? I was like, you don't got to call yourself that. And I shot her. Yeah, my mom said never hit a woman. Not about a little gunfight. Fuck yeah, man, I fuck with y'all. Y'all are like my best friends. I love y'all. Fucking y'all are awesome. You know what my real friends try to do? My real friends try to motherfucking, they're bullshit. They just show up to my apartment unannounced, sit in a circle, tell me about how my problem is causing problems for them. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You're making my mom cry. Right? Like, who's the guy leading this thing? Is he the new leader of the friend group? Again, mad as hell. They're like, now, Mustafe, you gotta stop. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Let me drive. Let me get out of here. I'm drunk right now. I don't know. I realized I was like an alcoholic because this is what it made me realize. Because, like, I don't know. I was watching the news, and I saw a story where a drunk driver hit somebody. I got choked up even thinking about it. But, like, I heard that story, and I felt bad for the driver. Fucked up. I called all my friends. I was like, yo, this could have been any of us. I started victim blaming. I was like, what the fuck was the other driver doing on the road at 4 a.m.? Don't they know that's our time? Could have hit a pedestrian. Like, what were they wearing? I know it was an orange reflector vest. I just saw a shake. Someone's like, no. Oh, man, I'll leave off on this. My family's from Somalia. Know shit about Somalia? Know too much. Them motherfuckers be talking. What'd they tell you? What'd they tell you that's going on? Somalia don't have a stable government. Nah, yeah, we got like 3 of them. We got 3 of them, and they're fighting each other at all times. But they stable. They keep it. They hold it down. It's the richest country in the world too. I'm just propagandizing for them now. Y'all see who's really paying for this? This is Okayplayer, sponsored by the government of Somalia. 1 of 3. You got to figure out which one. You gotta figure. I didn't know anything about Somalia, man. Nothing, bro. Before I went out there, so I asked my cousins. I was like, "What y'all want to do? What y'all want to drink?" They told me goat milk. I was like, "Hell yeah, round of goat milk." But every single day they kept asking me for goat milk. I was like, "Come on, bros, pull yourself up by the sandal strap." You know what I mean? Let's start an LLC. Get this mud hut going. Like. It's crazy. All it took was an exchange rate to turn me into a Republican in 2 weeks. I was the richest man there. You don't know how you're going to act. You know how you're going to act when you have $3, but it's 8,000 shillings. That's the money they use over there, shillings. You hear that shit, you feel rich. You're like, shillings? I loved Somalia. I didn't know anything, man. I didn't know. This is the saddest thing I learned in Somalia. I learned a genocide happened. It's fucking sad, man. So, like, I go down, though, and I asked my mom about it, right? And then she told me it didn't happen. I was like, oh, no. We were on that side? What did Grandpa do? Everybody thinks their family are refugees. Some are war criminals. Some are here with a different man's last name that they had to just take an ID and be like, oh, the Hague is coming. Hey, man, y'all been super fun, y'all. Thank y'all.